give out our belts for you guys, your belts, I want to share a quick story. So about 4 years ago, I was watching. You guys know what TED Talks are? No.
Nope.
TED Talks are they're talks that are meant to. It stands for Technology, Education, and Design. So they talk about things that kind of like advance the world. And there was this guy who gave a TED Talk about lollipops. It's called Lollipop Leadership. And he talks about he was on a college campus. He was a student, and he was giving out lollipops to the incoming freshmen. And he gives a lollipop to this guy, and he says, "You need to give a lollipop to that girl over there." And that girl, in that moment, that girl knew she had some uncertainty. I'm kind of trying to paraphrase the TED Talk for you guys. She had some uncertainty about how she was going to fare in college. And in that moment, when she was super embarrassed about what was going on, she was like, "I knew right then that I felt confident, right? That I knew I was going to be okay." And it turned out that her and the guy started dating, and that a few years later they got married. And the guy giving the TED Talk said, "I had no idea about that." He's like, "I don't remember this moment at all, and I should," right? And he said that in that moment, that small significant moment, changed somebody's life, and he had no idea, he didn't even remember it, right? So in that time, I started thinking, okay, like, what are my moments where I never get to a test up front. What are my moments where somebody's impacted my life, right? And I never, say anything about it, or it seems insignificant to them, or whatever. So around the same time, about 4 years ago, that's when I became the head instructor. Not the owner, that was just the head instructor. Another instructor who was phenomenal, he quit, and just kind of unexpectedly. So then I was thrust into this role of, all right, you're going to be the head instructor, and you're going to teach every class. And I was like, all right, I'm ready for this. This is exactly what I want. I was 22. I was like, yeah, this is going to be, the school's going to be phenomenal. And about a month later, I get called into the office by my then boss, and she says to me, she's like, "I need to talk to you." And I was like, all right, cool. She's going to tell me I'm doing such a great job, and I'm getting a raise. I really thought this was where this conversation was headed. She's like, "Some of the parents are complaining about you." And I was like, oh, because in the 8 years of teaching, I literally had one complaint, and that was when I was 14, and I knew that I screwed that class up royally. And so I was like, wait, what do you mean somebody complained about me? And that was such a shot to my ego. And I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was like, I got to turn them around. So I asked her, I said, who was it? And she's like, it's this kinder kid. His name's Dominic. And this is not made up. I was like, all right. I'm like, well, I gotta turn this around. So I'm like, I gotta really, I gotta improve it. So I gotta make class better. So he used to come only on Fridays and Saturdays. He still basically come only on Fridays and Saturdays, but it was Friday night he used to come to all the time. And so the next class, I'm like, all right, it went kind of well. I'm like, she was smiling a little bit. Her mom would complain. And so then you kind of stayed a little bit, and then it came time for you to move up. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to move up. So you moved up to the white belt program, because you were a kindergarten at the time. And you stayed. And then I was always like, all right, when are they going to quit? They still dislike me? And even up until, when a year and a half ago, when we had everybody re-sign the contracts, when it came time, when you guys came in, I'm not even joking, you guys, I knew that you guys liked me at that point. I knew that you were okay, you liked the way classes were being taught. I was still fingers crossed, I'm like, please resign, please don't remember that horrible time when I was a terrible teacher. And you guys didn't, you stayed, and you got your black belt. And the thing is, that means so much to me, because it made me a better teacher. It gave me a good story. It really meant a lot to me. That I never thought I would thank somebody for complaining, but thank you. So you getting your black belt today really means a lot, because it's okay, turn things around. And you know, I don't know if I'd be standing here. I don't know if I would have still been a good teacher. I don't know if I would have taken over and had that confidence if I hadn't received that complaint. So, thank you, Dominic. All right, let's give her out some bells.